which diagram shows a pair of angle measures that prove lines A and B are parallel? So this is supposed to be getting at, we know that if we have parallel lines, that certain angle pairs are congruent and certain angle pairs are supplementary. And the converse of that is, if the angles are congruent or if the angles are supplementary, it proves the lines are parallel. Now, out of these four pictures, the only one that is using one of the angle pairs that we study is this one right here. And these are corresponding angles, and because they are congruent, they're both 120, we would know that lines C and D are parallel. But that's not what the question is asking. It's asking for which angles show lines A and B are parallel. So that is not the right answer. Okay, that leaves us with these three options, none of which show us angle pairs that we know. I mean, the ones that we know are alternate interior. That could show that angles that the lines are parallel. Alternate exterior, something like that. Consecutive interior could be supplementary. That would be a show. And corresponding, the one that we have here. But we don't have any of those on these pictures. I went and talked to somebody who is more active in teaching geometry, because I had not actually taught it for a few years. And she said this, besides the fact that this is probably a little bit of a bad question, that if you have to choose, then you're going to choose the angles that are on the same line. Like, these two angles are not on the same line. They're not on this same line. They're not on this same line. Same thing over here. These two, they're across from each other. I mean, in the end, I could show that these lines are parallel, but I would have to take a couple steps to get here. And these two, you know, that's not an angle pair that we recognize. However, yes, I could show these two angles here, 60 degrees and this angle, that's a linear pair. So if that's 60, this is 120. And these two angles, these two, that one and that one are corresponding. So when in doubt, choose the angles which are on the same line as opposed to the angles which are not on the same line in either direction.